Hi, today we're going to be doing some heart opening practices, and this is really important when we are in the time like we are right now, where there is lots of struggle and conflict and suffering. Opening up through our heart center, bringing our heart into coherence and raising the vibration of our heart is one of the best things that we can do right now to help raise the collective consciousness. Our state of being impacts at least 5 people. So if we raise our vibration at our heart center by opening up through the heart center and doing some heart-centered practices, this will have an impact on the collective and start to raise the consciousness of the planet. So we're going to start off with reverse prayer pose. So sitting in rock pose, this is on your knees. This is a great pose for helping to ease digestive problems, and then you're going to bring your hands into prayer pose but behind your back. Let me show you. So bringing the hands together into prayer pose behind your back. I'm getting caught up in my top here. And this is a great pose. It opens up through the wrists, but it really opens up into that heart space. So just close down your eyes. Turn inwards and bring your awareness to your heart space. Bringing your awareness to your heart space raises the energy at this sacred center. Where our attention goes, energy flows. So just practicing heart-centered breathing. Imagining the breath flowing in and out through your heart space. Keep breathing smoothly. Imagining the breath flowing evenly in and out of this sacred space at your heart center. Taking 2 more nice smooth breaths here. And then gently opening your eyes. You can give your hands a bit of a wriggle, rotating the hands like this. Just easing out the wrist. It's a big old stretch for the wrist, that reverse prayer pose. If you couldn't do the reverse prayer pose, you can always just take hold of your elbows. And I probably should have told you that when we first started. But you can always rewind the video and do that. So we're going to come onto our bellies now for Sphinx Pose. So coming to rest on your belly with your elbows directly underneath your shoulders, arms extended like a sphinx. Lifting up through the torso, so we're not collapsing into it, but lifting up, opening up through the front of the body into that heart space. Close down your eyes, turning your attention inwards. Bringing your awareness to your heart space. And imagine the heart opening up like the petals on a flower unfurl when the morning sun starts to grace their petals. So imagine your heart doing the same as you breathe in, opening up like the petals on a flower. And as you breathe out, imagine sinking deep into that sacred space at your heart center. Breathing in, imagining your heart opening up like the petals of a flower. Breathing out, sinking deep into that space. Keep breathing like this. Bringing your awareness to your heart center. where we focus our attention is where the energy starts to flow. Bringing this sacred space into coherence. Closing down the eyes is a lovely way to focus into this space. Two more smooth breaths here. Opening up the heart center as you breathe in, sinking deep into that space as you breathe out. And then gently opening your eyes and pressing back onto your knees, coming into puppy dog pose or melting heart. So we're going to keep the hips stacked above the knees, extending the arms onto the floor, resting on your forehead on the floor. Again, closing down your eyes and turning inwards. If that's a bit too much of a stretch, pardon the pun, just grab a block or a book and rest your head on the block. I find that scrunches the back of my neck slightly, so I'm going to go back to the floor. This is a lovely pose for opening up through the front of the body into that heart space. Again, another nice one for closing down your eyes and turning inwards. And gently inviting in a colour. Notice what colour comes to mind. And as you breathe in, imagine that colour intensifying. As you breathe out, imagine that colour at your heart centre, expanding beyond that heart space. Breathing in, the colour intensifies. Breathing out, the colour expands beyond your heart centre. And don't worry if you didn't find a colour, the colour didn't come to mind. Just keep breathing into that space, focusing your awareness and your attention there. And if you want to take it a bit deeper, you can bend your elbows, bring your hands to rest behind your head. You'll notice that stretches through the triceps. Two more smooth breaths here. Allowing that colour at your heart centre to intensify with each in-breath and expand beyond your sacred space at your heart centre with each out-breath. And then gently guiding yourself onto your knees and swizzling your legs round. Coming to rest on your back, Lying on your back, we're going to bend the legs and just bring the hands to rest underneath the bottom and bring the elbows into the ribs, extending the legs onto the floor and then coming up onto the elbows and onto the crown of your head. This is fish pose, Marichyasana, opening up all the way through the front of the body, particularly through the heart space. Now, if that is too much for you, you can always use a block and rest your head on the block like that. Okay, always honouring your body, working within your limits. Close down your eyes and imagine the energy at your heart centre, increasing and intensifying with each in-breath and expanding beyond this sacred space at your heart centre with each out-breath. Bringing your awareness to that space at your heart centre. Every time you get distracted by a thought, interrupted by your to-do list, don't beat yourself up, just gently guide your awareness back to that heart space. With each in-breath, imagine the energy at your heart centre intensifying. And with each out-breath, imagine that energy expanding beyond your heart space. And then gently taking the elbows out from underneath your ribs, coming to rest on your backs with your hands either side of your hips. Gently scanning down the body from the crown of the head, softening your forehead, releasing the space between your eyes and around your eyes. Relaxing your mouth, tongue and jaw. Releasing the shoulders, relaxing the arms and hands. Softening through the torso and down your spine. Releasing down your legs. Relaxing your feet and toes. And then gently bringing your hands to your heart space. This is as though you're hugging your heart, the energy and the warmth of your palms, softening around that heart space, and this promotes the production of oxytocin, the feel-good hormone, the love hormone. Just by placing your hands on your heart, you can boost these happy hormones in your body. Also helps you to direct your awareness to your heart, so just rest here. And gently bringing some movement back to your fingers and your toes. If you'd like to stretch, you can take your arms along the floor, stretching your hands in the opposite direction to your feet. And then slowly transitioning onto your side, taking a couple of breaths of transition. And then using your hands to guide you, keeping your eyes closed and your head hung low, slowly and gently transition to a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands to heart center. May we give thanks for this opportunity to center into our sacred space at our heart center, raising our vibration, and may this help to bring peace, harmony and ease to mankind. Namaste. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. See you next time.